Clear to go.
I underestimated how hot it would be here.
Colonel Tao, Marshal Zhu wants to see you.
What for? I just got here.
He said something about a meeting. And a tour of the area, I think.
A tour would be nice. No one gave me any maps.
Get this thing to one of the surface sites. They need more support. Ah, fuck, it's so heavy. The soldiers are depending on it. These tunnel networks are only as safe as their defenses.
This place is a tight location. One of many networks. Only the Marshal and a few other gray men know the extent of their size. I myself don't know.
Interesting. Some kind of underground haven?
Indeed. Dug out by Greys, guarded by Greys.
But still, what's the point of an overglorified metro for weapons?
That's far beyond my pay grade, sir. All I know is some of the people's work goes here.
That's obvious enough. I wonder where we get the manpower for crap like this.
The Republic has billions to spare, but still, every life is a resource too valuable to waste.
Ah, yeah.
Sir, uplink cables are ready. We've made sure they went as deep, if not deeper, than our own tunnels.
Good. That means our comms won't be able to be intercepted. But how did you set up the wires so quickly?
A lot of men were involved, sir, and we commissioned a Central Railway train from the National Railway Bureau with permission from the Central Theater Command's Ground Force Wing.
This is most interesting. I wasn't informed we had entire rail networks. It is a logical next step though. We do have facilities like factories and multiple training barracks already. I guess a transport network was to come sooner or later.
Indeed, sir. The rails will help us transport way more materials than trucks ever could.
Marshal, sir. Digging has resumed in 3 areas after a 2-day break. Excellent news. Is Production Zone 6 connected to the surface yet? Yes, sir. Vehicles can now be built and sent directly to the surface to be transported to the front lines, reserves, or testing ground. But 2 production lines need maintenance. Get to it then.
Wait, instructor.
Yes? What's the matter?
New supplies are en route to resume charge mining in Subsector 6.
Noted. Thank you.
And Marshal, I believe we have a conference with a few green commanders later.
Yeah, right. As if they'd be of much help to us. They'll give us 300 more men and leave us to the wolves.
The meeting is for further cooperation, sir.
Oh, that's wonderful then. They're finally taking the Tan threat seriously. And it only took them 2 cities and a harbor.
Charge is set. This is our last one before the next shipment.
Did we put all of the explosives
Yeah.
in?
Get back!
That's one way to mine.
Explosives are the quickest way to dig.
Why is there a tan vehicle here?
Oh, we brought that back when we still defended Shuyan. Seems to have been a tankette.
It's so small. Looks like a coffin for 2 men.
That's why we're only evaluating it. I assure you, the man operating it would feel more comfortable in a POW camp than in that shitbox.
Wonder what happened to them.
I don't want to know.
Go wield it like that! You want the crew to suffer for your laziness! Do it again!
I'm sorry, sir. This is my first day.
Take the armor plate off and re-weld it!
Yes, sir.
Why are they producing stuff down here? It's more troublesome to get this to the surface, isn't it?
It's safer down here, and the tunnels are directed all around to key points.
Fair.
We're almost at the meeting area, sir.
Oh, finally. I was wondering if we would ever reach it. My legs hurt.
Hopefully you'll be able to catch a jeep on your way back to Base 614.
I pray.
Next drop-off isn't far away. Put down the supplies and soldiers and be on our way.
Next arrival, PZ-192. I repeat, next arrival, PZ-192.
Not that much payload designated to PZ-192. Make this one quick. We have a few dozen more sites to stop at, and I want to eat something, damn it.
Supplies greenlit. Dump them off and we can go catch a meal.
We're now arriving at PZ-192.
Send that junk off the train, and check how much communication wire we have left in the spool.
Marshal, sir.
Ah, are you Colonel Tao?
Yes, sir. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise, Colonel. I have heard of your bravery in the defense of Shuyin. You were one of the last holdouts in the city, yes?
You speak too highly of me, sir. I merely held my ground.
Still, your bravery is extremely commendable, which is why I would like to bring you in for a conference call with the Green Army.
Hello? Yes, this is Marshal Su speaking from location 681 of the Grey Army. We read you loud and clear.
My name is Sergeant Major Bradley of the Green Army.
This is General Brewer of the Green Army.
Lieutenant Winsky, standing by.
It's a pleasure to see all of you could attend the briefing today. We are speaking on behalf of the Grey Army's Central Theater Command.
We speak on behalf of the Green Southern Field Command. Both of us operate in adjacent sectors, and I believe we can find common ground.
I am aware.
Let's cut to the chase. Both of us need each other's help kicking some sand ass. Is that correct?
Indeed, their assaults have been constant and relentless.
Our bases near the borders have already been bombarded by 10 air, land, and naval assistance. Their ambitions are not set on the Greys alone.
Which is why I believe military cooperation is necessary for the continued existence of both of our nations.
Yes, that seems to be the case. We recently drew up plans to attack Tan forces, but have calculated that any long-standing campaign would be too difficult for our forces to sustain with our current combat readiness.
Our weapons can aid you. I'm from the artillery force, and some artillery or missile support can be redirected to fire at targets on request. All we request is not to be wasteful.
That would be very helpful. Currently, we have little to work with. Not much information on enemy lines or defenses, and most of our fire support is stationed at Liberty Island.
Our combined efforts could serve as a gateway to stopping the main Tan offensive. Marshal Zhu, if you don't mind me asking, would you allow Green and Gray ground force units to attack in the same sector? Commanders from both sides can work in tandem to cover each other's backs.
If such weapons are feasible and balanced, absolutely.
State your condition, Marshal.
I want to ensure that neither nation is taken advantage of in joint assaults. There should be equal say from both Grey and Green commanders.
That is doable.
Good. Then there shouldn't be much issue.
My mechanized infantry unit is currently still training at the capital. They may not make the first counter-assault.
Then the first wave shall be led by Grey Sabers.
I appreciate your understanding, Marshal, and I'd like to apologize for the delay.
As long as both sides can deliver on the deal, there will not be any issues.
I'm worried that our troops cannot match their men one-to-one in the field. They have been trained and conditioned since young, haven't they?
Indoctrination and training doesn't cancel out a 107mm rocket projectile.
The issue is, it does serve to damage our men's willpower to keep pushing forward, knowing what attitude the enemies have.
Lieutenant Ritsky is right. While your artillery forces need not to face them head-on, standard ground force units do, and the 10 mentality may hamper morale. I believe we can cooperate to find a solution. Project Second Sun may help.
Do inform us on it later on.
You will find out in due time, Sergeant Major.
I understand.
Man, the Greys have so much flat land. I wonder why they don't use it.
Weird, huh? At this rate, I'd expect them to have some tunnels or bases here.
Fuck it, man. Let's just go. I'm getting tired.
and the fuel's gonna hit empty sooner or later.
我现在要出征，我现在要出征，我爱人要同行，嗨，我爱人要同行。
你同去接不成，我现在要出征。我若是打不死，我总会回家来看你。
敌人不来欺负我，怎会离开你？
但见我每个同胞都需要我保护，我所以要出征，就因为这缘故。再见，再见，再见。